Guys, the cost of living in Kenya can be crazy, especially for some persons who are of the middle class and do not know best places to live or where to stay, you know, to avoid some costs. Okay, so I have seen a lot of videos online, people complaining, oh, this is how much I spent in living in Nairobi. Actually, Nairobi can really be expensive. Okay, for some of you who are just coming into the country and you are on a budget, there are so many things you need to consider before deciding where to stay. And this is what I told someone last week, and I decided to share it with you guys today. So if you are just coming into the country, any country at all, but let's use Kenya as a yardstick for this video, right? So you're coming into Kenya and you're thinking about where to live. Let's say you're someone who works online, then that means you're a digital nomad and you can live anywhere. Just like me, I can actually live anywhere as a digital nomad, okay, and a content creator. So I can actually live anywhere, even though more content are in Nairobi because people want to see Nairobi. But trust me, people will also want to see other parts of the country and not just Nairobi, right? So trust me, you want to consider some of these things I'm about to share with you today. So let's dive right into the video. But before then, if you have not subscribed to the channel, do well to hit that subscribe button and be part of the family, okay? So yeah, also don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. So the first thing you want to consider is, where do you want to stay? Where do you want to live? As someone who is coming into the country, where exactly do you want to stay? For me, I would say everywhere is okay. That cheaper places, for some of you will just like, oh, Nairobi has always been there in the map, people talking about Nairobi, everybody wants to move to Nairobi, everybody wants to live in Nairobi. For me, when I came into the country, I didn't choose Nairobi, and that's not because Nairobi was not a good place to live. It's just that I found, for me, I just love the beach life, okay, in the coastal region of Kenya, and I decided to move to Mombasa instead of Nairobi, okay? Yeah, all my life I've lived in cities that are always very big. Let's say the capital of every country most times, or capital of every state. Like back home in Nigeria, we call our counties states, right? So I prefer to stay in the capital cities of those states I've lived in. So when I came into Kenya, I decided to stay in Mombasa. And in fact, my flight landed in Mombasa. Some people want to test run and say, okay, let's go to this or that, okay? For me, I went straight to Mombasa, okay? And here is my reason. Coastal, it has beaches, and because somebody I know has also traveled to Mombasa, the person has shared stories with me, and that's why I moved to Mombasa. So for you who is just coming in, maybe you don't have anybody who has lived in any of those cities, here is my opinion. You might want to stop at Nairobi, stay like 2 weeks or a week around Nairobi and see what Nairobi has to offer, the cost of living in Nairobi, because you're going to be buying food, you're going to pay for accommodation, you're going to ask questions. So just see what Nairobi has to offer, okay? Then you make your decision if Nairobi is the place. Now, before you making your decision, take a train ticket to Mombasa and check out Mombasa, okay, and see what Mombasa also has to offer. Now, you can also go to other parts of the country. Now, one of the things I asked question in one of our community one day, and I said, where is the best places to live as a young person who just came into Kenya? Most people told me this, okay? Some of them said, if you like the fast-paced life, then stay in Nairobi. But if you like this slow-paced life, then you might want to consider living in Mombasa. And that was why I said, okay, Mombasa it is, because I've always been in a very busy place. If you know Lagos, Nigeria, you know how busy it is, okay? So I preferred to stay in Mombasa than in Nairobi. Now, there are other places, even in Nairobi, that are quite affordable, okay, that you might want to stay. Somewhere like Thika Road, okay? Yeah, so many other places. Please, guys, let us know in the comment section affordable places that people can actually live in Nairobi, because I don't know much about Nairobi, okay? Let us know in the comment section current rent prices around Nairobi, some places that are actually affordable that people can stay in, okay, both for tourists and people who are relocating for sure, okay? Yeah, so those are one of the things you need to take note before you consider living in a place. Now, another thing you want to consider is how much do you have, right? So the amount that you have we help you to consider your budget, okay, in terms of housing. Okay, now that you have gotten a place to stay in which is equivalent to your budget, right? The next thing you want to consider is the utility of the place. How much is it going to cost me to really maintain this particular place for a whole month? Okay, so if you're someone who lives in a luxury place, okay, maybe you're not on a budget, you're saying you prefer the Kilimani, the Westland, or maybe you just came for your work and you have lots of money, or your company is paying for you, then you actually have nothing to worry about, right? So for some of you who are in that line, then I don't think this particular video is for you, because this one is for people who are actually coming in with a budget, okay, who are on a budget and they're looking for ways to live, you know, within their means in Kenya. So yeah, when you have gotten hold of your utility bills, you know, another thing you want to consider is food. How much is it going to cost me on food in this particular place that I've decided to live? Okay, now you need to find out best places to shop, best places to buy things from. If it has to do with a bigger market, you have to find out those markets, like a local market where you can buy things from, things like household items, food. Now, for some of you who might come in with kids, and these kids need to attend school, so you need to also consider, before choosing a house to live in, where is the best schools around the neighborhood? Is it something within my budget? Can I fund their fees? Can I pay for their fees without breaking a bank, right? All of these things are something you need to consider. Always consider your children. I always consider my kid, okay, before making any decision at all, especially when it has to do with housing, because I'm not the type that loves to move, okay, because I don't like to arrange things after moving. I hate moving, even though it can really be fun, okay. I love to move, but I don't like to pack the property or do the arrangement of the property. I'm just not cut out for all of those plenty stress, right? So except to have someone around, then movement, let's keep moving, okay? I love all of those things, but don't send me to unpack and pack. All of those things are not for me. So for someone who has a kid, you need to consider this before making a decision on where to stay, okay? Also consider best places to buy things, easiest means of transportation. How far is it to the main road? How far is it to whatever facility that you're looking for, the hospital, basic amenities? They're very important, okay, especially if you have children, okay, like myself. Because I have a kid, I always consider all of these things before moving to anywhere. And how much is it going to cost me to have a medical insurance, or, you know, take my child to a particular hospital, or take myself to a particular hospital when I have a running stomach? You know, all of those things, you should think about them before deciding where to stay, okay, when you visit Kenya. It is very, very important, okay? Yeah, for some of you who has been asking the question, I hope this can help you, okay? Know best places to live, because for me, I can't tell you move to Mombasa. I've told you my own reason of staying in Mombasa. I can't tell you move to Nairobi, okay? I can't tell you to move to Nakuru or move to Diani, okay? I can't tell you to move to all of those places. It is left for you to make your decision. But trust me, for me, any day, anytime, I have to stay in the coastal region, because man, girl has to go to the beach. Anyway, I hope this video helps, okay, in your plans and your decision while moving to Kenya. Let me know any other topic that you want me to talk about moving to Kenya, staying in Kenya, living in Kenya. Whatever question that you might have, ask in the comment section, and I'm gonna do a video about it, okay? Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I hope this blesses you. Thank you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also give the video a thumbs up. See you guys on my next video. For now, bye guys.